Moment of silence is going to mark the time exactly 1 week ago when the first marathon bomb went off. Then church bells will ring in Boston and across the country for those who died.
Meanwhile, investigators may be getting valuable new information from the bombing suspect now in the hospital. ABC's Brandy Hitt is joining us with more. Good morning, Brandy.
Good morning, John and Diana. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that the terror suspect, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, is awake, and he's being questioned by authorities about possible accomplices and whether there are any other bombs that may not have exploded. With a throat injury, though, he's having to write down these responses 1 week after the terror attack. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News terror suspect Dzhokhar Tsarnaev is awake in a Boston hospital and being questioned about possible accomplices and unexploded bombs. The 19-year-old is responding in writing due to a serious throat injury authorities say may have been self-inflicted.
They had other bombs, they had other explosives, and they were probably planning to do something else.
This is the first moment an elite federal interrogation team has spoken to Tsarnaev since Friday's dramatic end to the manhunt.
He's moving, flailing about, quite a bit of movement.
New video shows him hiding in a boat as stun grenades exploded, leading to his capture. Tsarnaev's older brother, Tamerlan, was killed in another police shootout, and investigators are looking into his recent trip to a region of Russia that has become a hotbed of militant Islamic activity.
He brainwashed his younger brother, and from there, what happened on Marathon Day.
Federal authorities say the amount of evidence is overwhelming, including this photo showing Dzhokhar placing a bomb near 8-year-old Martin Richard, who was killed. Families gathered at Sunday Mass to remember the victims. A wake was also held for 29-year-old Crystal Campbell, who will be laid to rest on Monday. And more than 50 people remain hospitalized.
God had angels watching me that day.
At Mass General, Caitlin Cates credits her friend Leo Fonseca for saving her life and carrying her to safety. Now, charges haven't been filed yet, but will likely include a weapon of mass destruction charge, which does carry the weight of the death penalty, John and Diana.
All right, Brandy Hitt in Boston, thank you. And as the investigation moves forward, there are some serious questions coming from Capitol Hill. In a letter sent to the FBI yesterday, the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee suggests an intelligence failure when it comes to the older brother, Tamerlan Tsarnaev. He's questioning why the Bureau failed to keep him on its radar after questioning him about possible terror ties 2 years ago.
I give them the benefit of the doubt, but he was on the radar screen. And somehow he got off the radar screen and traveled overseas to one of the most dangerous parts of the world.
The questioning of the elder Tsarnaev by the FBI actually came at the request of Russia itself. A family member tells us he was very religious and that he became that way while here in the United States.
And we can't forget the survivors of last Monday's attacks. More than 180 people wounded in the attack. As of this morning, 3 of the 52 still hospitalized are in critical condition. One of them is Boston Transit police officer Richard Donahue. The 33-year-old was severely wounded in the early Friday shootout with the bombing suspects.